ready now?
Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? This is brewpac.shakur, aka Vice.
What's up, everybody? It's Art.
And this is Brian.
And welcome to the Brewing podcast, where we're creating community connections through casual conversations. Episode 43.
Yeah. 43. It's a number.
That's a number.
That adds up.
It's love you.
Love you.
Oh, yeah. 143.
Yes.
That's the real thing.
Please do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah.
Cool. I was the one that got the drinks this time.
Brian's
Yeah,
turn.
it
Brian, you
is.
want to share what you brought?
It is Prairie Artisan Ales, Rainbow Sherbet. It's a sour, but it also has some flavors. It's a sour ale with Rainbow Sherbet flavors. Because, Pride Month.
Nice.
Happy Pride. Yeah. Gotta wipe that off,
Right, the rat poo off the production line.
Yeah. Get that ASMR. And if you guys got your drinks out there too, feel free to pull up. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh.
Ching. Oh, that is sour.
You don't like sours?
I'm just always not prepared for how sour it is. But
Okay.
I don't mind them.
But you get kind of used to them or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
It's that first.
I love sours.
Sip.
Yeah, sours are good. Yeah, I like sours and porters. Yeah, ports.
Your face says you love it. All right.
Caught me off guard.
Like a left hook out of nowhere.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, testimonials. These come from our community members, taken from either conversations, comments, and or direct messages, aka DMs. All right, you want to read this?
Yeah. Today's testimonial comes from @MJO23 Dan. I caught your episode with Bo. Pretty good. There were a couple things I didn't know about, like how Nimitz pulled his arm as a kid and his scar from it. But he's correct. We all pretty much hung out in early 2000s and the races. Heard the shout out.
Nice.
Thank you, Marvin. This is Nadine's brother.
Oh, cool.
All right, well, what's everyone been up to? Shout outs, upcoming events, projects, etc.
I mean, I haven't been up to too much. Just trying to get my weekly therapy in.
Trigger therapy.
Yeah, therapy ball. But actually, me and my buddy went to eat at a new place in like San Juan Capistrano because we were up in that area.
Okay.
All the way up there?
Yeah, well, we were like, I guess you could say we were in that area because we were like northern, but it was still quite a drive from like where we were at in SE Village to there. We had to like cut through this mountain pass and stuff. But really good barbecue place called Heritage Barbecue.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if y'all ever heard of it. It's like super legit. There's always like a line. And then when you like order your meat and stuff, they like weigh it in front of you.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
Wait. So is it like a partial slaughterhouse in a way?
Like a deli?
Yeah.
It's kind of yeah,
Okay.
like a deli. Because they basically like they cook everything. And it's cool because in the line, you see like all the giant smokers. They're like these big tanks.
Oh.
And then they're just like smoking all the food.
Smoking your meat.
Yeah, smoking it.
Wait, so it's like
and they cook your food too, right?
Yeah.
it's like Phil's, but like a deli kind of feel.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
think
Got
that's
it.
kind of like how, I don't know, like more, I don't want to say like more legit barbecue places do it, but like they charge you by the pound and stuff.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So if
Is
you're
it
like
a market price or something?
yeah, like a market price for the
Okay.
meat.
That's interesting.
yeah.
So they don't have a fixed price then.
No, yeah.
That's
There's
on
like,
the menu.
they have like fixed menu items and then there's a price of like per pound.
Okay.
Oh, so you have at least have a choice.
Yeah.
not
So
just
it's
all-
like, you can get like chicken, like barbecue chicken, like
Pork.
ribs,
Yeah.
like big ass cow ribs.
Okay.
Oh.
Like brisket, tri-tip, that kind of
Dang,
stuff.
That sounds good.
Yeah, they got some pretty good sides, like mac salad and all that.
Ooh, all right.
So you can go in saying, I just want a $3 sandwich.
Yeah, I'll probably get you
A
like
slice.
a little bit of meat.
A little bit of grizzle.
Yeah, but it's cool because like they have a bar, so then you can like buy drinks
Oh, wow.
while you wait in line.
Oh, that's cool.
So then, me and my buddy BK were just like drinking in line, and then by the end of it, we were just like talking to our neighbors and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we were in line for like an hour.
Damn.
And this girl was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to the." I forgot what concert she was going to. Who had a concert recently? Was it like
Taylor Swift?
I don't know.
Somebody? Yeah, I forgot. I was like, "Oh, she."
Sabrina Carpenter.
I
I don't know.
was like a rapper.
Oh, is it a rapper? I don't know.
Yeah.
You didn't say that. You said concert.
No, yeah. And then I realized it was like a rapper.
And you said girl, so I was like, I assumed.
The girl was going to see a rapper.
Oh, a rapper.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
2 Chains.
I barely remember.
Yeah, were you distracted?
So what did you eat?
What did I eat?
Yeah. What was on your? You have a picture?
Oh shoot! I think I have a picture. I hope I took a picture of the food. I'm pretty sure I put. Yeah.
You went with BK, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got like mac salad, the potato salad, and then I got like these like pork belly like nachos.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and then some ribs, tri-tip. But then I got a grip because I wanted to take it home. So it was basically like I brought home like a party tray.
Okay.
This is after paintballing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So like, you know, to bring with the family and stuff, I got like a small tray.
Mm-hmm.
If you were getting it catered, like that much full of meat.
Dang.
And then while I was waiting in line, like BK wanted to go check out this bakery because he was like, "Oh yeah, I heard they get their cornbread from this bakery over here. So let's see if we could just like get cornbread from over there."
Is it pretty good?
The funny thing is they don't sell the cornbread at that bakery because it's only for the barbecue place.
Oh.
So they don't actually have it as a menu item for people. Like you have to buy it at the.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they have a lot of good like cookies and brownies and muffins, and like their sourdough bread was like hella good.
Damn.
I was like surprised. And it's a cool name. It's called FKN bread.
Yeah.
So
Wait, when they say it over there, did they say welcome to?
I don't know.
How
I
did
didn't
they
go
say it?
inside. I was like, BK, just go, and then I'll hold our line. And then
hold
he was
space in
just,
line,
I was just like,
okay.
whatever you get, just get like buy 2.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just curious, like, hey, welcome to FKN bread, or is it welcome to bread? Dude?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I would recommend if you're ever in that area. Also, it's like right next to the Mission, San
Okay.
Juan
Oh, so,
Capistrano.
yeah.
So you can even make a little day out of it. That area seems like it feels like Old Town.
I was about to say,
Oh.
is it just because it has the mission there?
It could be, but I just
Yeah.
like the structure
The
is
vibe.
like like short, or like narrow rows and like
It's
little
like-
marketplaces.
Yeah. FKN bread and Heritage
Barbecue.
Okay.
Check it out.
You know if they're a chain or just like that local area?
I think it's just that one.
Okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
So if we ever go paintballing with you, we can go back down.
oh, for sure.
Dude, that'd be a sick trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or well, I was like on the way up maybe, but I don't know. That'd be too early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be a thing.
Definitely after. Just get ready for the line.
Okay.
Um,
Popular place, huh?
Work's been pretty chill. It was like super hectic, but we got we do like these events for some of our young adult programming, youth programming.
Nice.
And normally I don't really partake because I'm usually like doing a lot of like administrative stuff, stuck in the office, and I just kind of let the team like kind of go with it and just do their thing. But I actually went to this one event and it was at the safari park.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So this is for work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it was nice because like I live up in that North County
Yeah.
area, so I was like, oh, it's just right there.
Oh,
And
you
I
went
was
straight there?
like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was cool because it was like their behind the scenes tour.
Oh, nice.
So I'll tell you what the caveat was, but it was cool because like you get to see like the hospital for all the animals. So we actually went.
Because that's not open to the public, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we went like behind like the employee gates and stuff, and then we go to like this building, and it's like, I guess it's like their administrative building for like all the staff and stuff, and then there's like a hospital, and so we got to tour the hospital, and we got to see like all of like the operating rooms and like where they hold like animals if they're like have to tranquilize them and stuff, and like
Sound like Jurassic Park.
yeah, it was pretty gnarly because it was basically like
That's what Jurassic Park is, except for dinosaurs. Like,
Yeah.
It's a zoo, but for dinosaurs. Like,
yeah, and it was cool. Like one of the cool things was like what is that? I forgot what it's called. When you can't breathe and they have to like put that pipe down your throat.
Intubate you?
Yeah, when they have to intubate you.
Yeah.
So they had like all the different like tubes for the animals.
Because they're all different sizes.
Because they're all different sizes, right? And then, dude, some of them are like 2 inches like wide.
Yeah.
That's 2 inches.
like, I don't know, 2 inches wide for like rhinos and stuff. I was like, this is crazy. And then it reminded me of like,
you took pictures too?
Yeah, I have a picture of it.
I'm excited to see those.
Yeah, and then it reminded me of like the beer bong I made for Coachella one year. I don't like PVC pipe. I was like, oh man, that's funny.
So they were just giving like a tour of everything, or
yeah,
okay,
yeah. So it's basically like a job exploration kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So the participants get to like see what it's like behind the scenes, all the different types of jobs. Because when you think of like zoo, sometimes you're just thinking of like the zookeepers or like people at the at the retail store or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's this whole other side of it, right? And then it's just basically showing like how to get into that type of field.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So like if you want to be like a veterinarian and like actually work with the animals and all that stuff, like a scientist.
Oh, because there's all different jobs pertaining to there. So that's
yeah.
cool.
So again, it's just like showing things that like you wouldn't think about when you're thinking like safari park.
Yeah.
Right.
Types
all
of jobs,
all the
yeah.
different jobs that help make it run, right?
And like speaking of, so the big part of that tour was the Frozen Zoo. So I was
Frozen Zoo.
yeah, Frozen Zoo. I was like, what is that? Like, are we gonna see like cold weather animals or something?
Like, I want to see a penguin.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. But basically, like, so there's this other building back there that we went to, and it was like more of like their labs. So that's where all like the scientists were.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So we go in, and basically, like, they give us like a little rundown. They have like a little presentation of it. Basically, it's like exactly what you said, like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
They have like all this DNA stored from all these animals.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
So, and they just keep them in these like refrigerated things.
Crazy.
And like they've been doing it actually for like 50 years. I didn't know
What?
idea. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Wait,
So-
but the park isn't 50 years old.
I think it is, isn't it?
Really?
Which park?
The
is it?
Safari Park?
Safari Park?
I don't know.
I think they just
Yeah, I
opened
don't
up.
know. I feel like it's
Safari Park. I'll look it up. Keep talking.
been around for a while. Like elementary school for sure.
We're not. Oh,
But I'm already 32.
Really? Hear that, ladies?
Safari Park opening.
Yeah, so then basically, and I was like, oh man, that's crazy. So it's like,
Oh, it's 1972,
oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
which is pretty much 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool because I was like, man, that's like a genetic Noah's Ark because they're trying to get like all the things, and they were talking about like crazy stuff, like some of the kids were like asking like, or well, some of the young adults were like asking like, oh, can you guys like clone things?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we don't do it here, but we have a third party that we can give them this, and they can like clone animals.
Yeah.
And we're all
Yeah.
just like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they cloned a sheep, so it's possible.
So they were just saying that they just had that stored and they were going through the process. And it's cool because they showed us little like tests, or just example things of like the little dials and stuff where they keep all the DNA and like how they grow it in like a special solution. So it, like,
cultivate it,
like multiplies and stuff. And then we went into like some other rooms with like this lady. She's like a scientist. I forgot what kind. But she basically looks and like color codes like the different parts of the cells and stuff. It's kind of like when you were talking about like, they put that like thing, that dye in you so they can see.
Oh yeah.
So she does like, she dyes it so then the cell turns into like 3 different colors, like blue, red, and green.
Okay.
And then she has to like
Find the parts, right?
find the part that's
Yes.
like where you could see like the best like cells.
Yeah.
And it's like, imagine it's like when you get it though, it's all up. Because she has to make like her own guesstimate of like, okay, so if I get like this much of the sample, like nanoliters or whatever of the sample,
Yeah.
Like really tiny.
yeah, maybe I'll get, this many pictures of the cells. And basically, if it's like too cluttered, she can't use it. And so she has to like go back and forth and like super minute
Damn,
adjustments to try to get
yeah.
this right thing. And she's like, yeah, that's all I do. And then once I do that, once I find a good picture, then I like do research and then I write. And then she's like, she writes stuff and then she gets published. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
It has to get peer reviewed. And
Yeah, all
stuff.
that peer review stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, Damn. All right. It's a different lifestyle.
Science.
Yeah. In action.
Yeah.
And then the last thing was like, we went to go see like this guy who's talking about like basically just keeping species like on the earth, right, for like extinction and stuff, and like how they track them and how they try to breed them and all that stuff. It was interesting how he was talking about like whales and like how they like track all the whales and they try to like purposely make like certain whales like mate with each other and stuff, or like hope for it, and then so that way they can like
their species continues
and you know there's enough like genetic
variability.
Because
you know you don't want inbreeding.
Yeah, and I was asking, I was like, so like, what's how many degrees of separation before you know you run into that? Because isn't it like
wait, that was one of your questions?
I asked that.
It's a good question.
Yeah,
you
know? And then I was thinking of like
what do you think?
Hold up,
it's a smart question, but what's the questionable background?
I was thinking of that horror movie.
Okay,
which horror movie?
The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh,
okay.
man,
yeah, the one with the inbred hill.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, like
you're like, how long do we have a Hills Have Eyes situation? Is that what you?
It's like a whale with 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Nah.
And he was just basically like, oh, actually, well, because like they're already spaced out.
Mm-hmm.
So if like one male mates with like 2 females, chances are like it's already pretty distant, so it's fine. And then sometimes there's still a few of like the pack that like have not mated before. Mm-hmm. So if they get that one, then it's like, oh yeah, because then it like something totally brand new. And then it I don't know. He basically says like it works itself out. It's not like crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll take your word for it, man.
I like your words, science man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest assured.
That'd be funny. Like next time you go whale watching, you're like, wait a minute,
the third eye. Lied to me.
That one has 4 fins.
That's not how it works, but okay.
Yeah, and he was like some other stuff he was showing us, like basically like they try to keep track of like certain sicknesses and stuff, and basically he showed us like this freezer. He's like, oh yeah, that freezer behind you, it's all like fecal matter from all the animals that we get here, you know. So whenever they're sick or whenever we have the opportunity to like grab a sample, we just grab it and we just stick it in the freezer.
So they're pretty fresh then, like these samples.
Yeah.
Like they don't keep it long term.
I don't think so. I mean, it's in the freezer,
tested.
but still, yeah, they have to like use it. And then everyone was just kind of looking at the fridge, and the door was closed. I was like, "Can we look inside?"
Oh, it's not like a glass door.
No, it's like legit, like a Frigidaire freezer, like you know, like that you would find like on display,
or like the meat locker freezer.
Yeah, like not even. It was just like a regular like fridge,
your kitchen.
like
a kitchen fridge. Oh, okay.
And then I was like, "Dang, man!" I was like, "You guys like." Make
Don't
sure
go to
nobody
Best
puts their nobody puts their like lunch in there.
Yeah.
And then like everyone was just kind of staring at the door. I was like, "Hey, can we open it?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So he like opened it. He was like showing us all the different poo and pee and like all that stuff. And then there was like, "Oh, we just got this. It's a fresh one." I forgot what animal it was like. You know, like a I don't know. Let's just say like platypus or something like that. Right?
Platypus.
That's the first thing that came
I don't
to
know.
mind.
The first thing came to mind because I forgot what animal it was. And he's like, "Yeah, this is fresh." And then I was like, "Does it smell?" And he was like, "Anyone want to smell it?" And then everybody was like smelling it. I was like, "Nah, I don't smell it, dude." I was like, "What are you guys doing?" I set y'all up.
They thought they had to do it.
Yeah, but it was funny, you know. It was just one of those things. I was like, man, like, you know, like, wow. I was like trying to ask questions so that other people would ask questions, right? And just ask questions that are even like, man, I can't believe you would ask that. So then maybe like, you know, their questions aren't too bad.
Yeah, so they you know, they feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Did people like open up right there, or were you just the only one asking questions?
No, yeah, some spots like they started to like,
yeah.
They're
That's
like,
cool.
Art's cool.
It was like that, but yeah, it just breaks the ice, you know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool, man. Like, you know, it's always nice like going out and getting to do new things through work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And just seeing kind of all the administrative stuff that I get stuck doing, like that's the reason why we're doing all that stuff. So, you know, it's a nice like way to tie me back to services and stuff. So.
Wait, how'd you get the invite then?
So my staff works with our program partners.
Okay.
And then they have one of them runs a youth advisory board. and then she kind of comes up with these events, and then we invite the whole like network.
And then you make the proper connections and all that. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, we'd love to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of behind the scenes work to make stuff like that happen. So you need to be grateful for the people and the connections that you have, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Can you bring any like +2s next time? Or do they really do they really check, or do they just like how many in your party kind of thing?
Well, so yeah, like for example, this one was like capped. Like there was like, we
okay.
can only take 20 people.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, staff and participants.
Yeah.
There was like the one I think I mentioned it like in a previous episode for like the why can't I think of it? The aircraft carrier.
Oh, USS Midway.
Yeah, the Midway.
Yeah.
Midway, yeah.
That one I think there's a little bit more flexible. I don't know.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
we just say like your Y staff. And then you just
Oh.
come. You know?
and you brought a photographer.
Yeah.
There you
go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Pro bono.
Yeah. As long as I get it for free. As long as I don't have to pay for entry or anything like that.
Oh,
Sure.
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you just go to the event, man.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, it's recorded.
It's
Put a
recorded.
stamp on it.
Yeah, but-
Yeah.
Honestly, no, because like
That'd be sick though if you can really get us to.
I think so. We'll see. The next big one
Yeah.
Yeah.
where it's not super limited.
I mean, that makes sense because you're going behind closed doors, things that's not really open to the public. So
Yeah.
it's like you got to really know how many people are going in or whatever.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. You know, just again like summertime,
Paintballing and sniffing frozen poop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Barbecue.
What? Barbecue.
How about you, Brian?
Pretty much the end of busy season. Like I had a couple more last minute kind of stragglers, but again, thank you to everyone who's been booking me. It's always a good season. All the fraternities and sororities, all the families, and especially all the graduates, for this type of, around this season too. And I think, other than just, photographing a lot, I went to, first of all, congrats to Rosa and Jojo on their
Nice.
baby coming, I believe,
Congrats.
in August, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon.
Babies.
Yeah. And again, hello to Rosa because I know you listen to this. So I really,
I'll drink to that.
she is a loyal listener. She listened to our Japan episode, or like when I was talking about Japan and all that.
Nice.
Yeah. So and I told her, I was like, hey, I'll show you on the next one after our guest one.
And JoJo mentioned him listening to it at work one time.
Yeah, one time
that's
before.
sick.
Yeah. He always makes the joke too. It's like, because JoJo is like, when I was talking to him at this baby shower, like he is like one of my oldest friends because I've actually known him since like elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like third grade. Yeah.
Oh wow, third grade.
Yeah, it was third grade. Yeah.
JoJo, my cousin, Sam's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna be a dad, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Congrats.
But they had a baby shower. Like I remember, I think if you were going to tell someone good news, you would phrase it certain ways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you?
Well,
Yeah, we're going
because
that,
when he first messaged me, like he messaged me out of the blue on
like,
Facebook Messenger.
was he give you one of those like, I've got some news?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just
like it's like bad.
It looked had the proper grammar and everything. It's like, hey,
Was it dot?
Well, it was like dot. It's like, hey, Brian, it's been a while. I got something really important to tell you. And then it's like you have to remind yourself like this came after the news of you. It's like, did something happen to JoJo too or something like that? Yeah.
Brian was like, "Is cancer contagious?"
Yeah, no, I'm smarter than that. Come on now. Yeah. Well,
I know
no,
you guys are cousins, but damn.
well, it's like things happen. I don't know. Like especially
you never know.
And plus, like when you word it like that, you don't have intonation or anything like that. But when it's like says like I have something important to tell you, and you don't tell what it is. It's like it's obviously gonna be something bad. Right?
Like instead of saying like, hey, I've got some great news.
Yeah. Usually you say I have great news, but it's like
Yeah.
I have some news. Like
Yeah.
you don't. It was like ambiguous, right?
And it's on Facebook. You're like, "Oh man, what could it be?"
Yeah. It's not
It was
like on text
It
or
was like
anything
an
like
away
that.
message.
Yeah.
Cryptic away message.
No, but then he called me and he was like, "Hey, can you do like a video call?" And then he showed like the sonogram. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, cool." Yeah, I was like, "Thank God, man!" I told him about it too. It's like, "Hey, man, when you like say that you have good news, like word it a little differently, just a little bit differently." Yeah, you can tell him that, Rosa. I mean, if you're watching this,
That's funny.
but yeah, congrats to them. It was
congrats, you're gonna be uncle.
yeah.
Yes.
It was over at what was it? Poway Community or Poway Community Park over
Lake Poway?
Not Lake Poway, but by the Civic Center, I think.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like behind the shoot. There was like some tennis courts. I got a little bit lost finding it because that park is like big and it's like behind like the big community center or whatever like that. Yeah. But it was cool. Got to see some friends I haven't seen in a while. Shout outs to Jenna Lee and Christian because I had literally not had seen them since like high school.
Oh, okay.
There's some old high school friends and
Ralos, all of them?
Yeah, Ralos. Well, yeah, Ralos was there, I think. No, he wasn't. Or maybe he was there early because I got there a little bit late.
Okay.
Yeah, I got there a little bit late. But I think Allison and Jenna Lee and Christian, so they were there. Like there were people like I hadn't seen since like high school, but you know, Jojo kept in contact with them, so they were there, you know, to help support for their baby shower.
Nice.
And we got to, you know, talk like nothing was, you know, one of those talks you have like with old friends that you haven't seen in a while, but doesn't feel like it's been a while, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're able to just kind of pick up where you left off. So that was really
cool.
nice. Yeah. And that's what we were talking about. I was like, yeah, like, because we were talking all the way until like, you know, people were like packing up and stuff. We're like, oh shoot, you know, didn't realize we were talking that long.
I think my sister was there. I don't know if you saw her.
No, like I said, I got there like pretty late.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Because it started at like 3. I didn't get there until like 5-ish. I think almost 5. Yeah. And that was because I went to Hentai Matsuri to support my homies there. So again, it's like tonal whiplash.
Lost track of time over there.
Well, I was helping out my homies over there. Well, I mean, I did do a couple shoots over there, but again, I was I think I mentioned photographing shoots.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know what Hentai Matsuri is.
Yeah. So I mentioned it last year because this is their second year running. The first year that was last year. And that one was a time because at the same time that was happening.
So it's like a con, right?
Like a con of sorts. It's like an 18 and up con.
18 and up.
So it's like more of like an adult version con because
hentai
there's a lot. Yeah. Because
what is hentai?
It's art. No, but it is a lot more adult themed and stuff like that. A little bit more free on like sexual themes and things like
there
that.
There it is.
So.
Okay. That's a great way to put it.
Hey, I know how to word things, you know. But some of my friends are, you know, they're on the behind the scenes on like, you know, working for the event. And I had some friends who were, you know, paneling and like, you know, they had like booth setups. Like I went to help them because they got me a badge to get it. So I was like, oh, cool, you know. And this year was a little bit different just because like last year, I don't know if I mentioned it last year, but it was going on at the same time as a graduation, some Christian convention.
What?
Oh,
yeah. Like at this hotel, there was like so many other events going on.
The same floor?
Well, like because
like all these fresh 18-year-olds and Christians next to a
no
artistic sexual.
Well, you have to. So the way they have it set up is that they have barriers obviously set up. So they have like the
censor bars.
No,
I'm just kidding.
No, like actual barriers. You know,
yeah.
So that like, you know, they keep all of that stuff in there and like obviously so that, you know, kids don't see it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, you know, it's its own area and all the other things that were going on, they had their own areas too.
Oh.
But I think it was funny because like last year I remember I was hanging out with my friend at the registration booth or whatever, and you see this obviously like well dressed. They're obviously here for the Christian convention, right? Yeah. But then, like, you know, they're all walking up, but then, you know, there's some people hanging out and they're like in like bikinis and like some more revealing outfits and stuff like that. And they just go in and then they turn around and walk out because they thought they had the wrong place or whatever.
They're like, Jesus ain't in here.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
Is this the Lord's work?
Yeah. Yeah, so that was happening last year. So this year was a little bit different because like it didn't have nothing. Like they were the only ones at that hotel. So even security
figure. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
And security was like obviously like a little bit more lax because generally speaking, like for that sort of thing, a lot of people treat it as like a party con because like the way have you been inside the Handlery before?
The what?
Handlery Hotel.
Handlery?
No.
Where's that at?
Yeah.
It's it's over at the Hotel Circle. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So the way it's kind of set up is like there's like this courtyard that surrounds this pool or whatever, and then right next to the pool there's like all the event centers and stuff where that was basically at, but then they had barriers up and all that. But in the pool area, like everyone just, since it's like an everyone kind of area, everyone just goes there and hangs out, chills, you know, in the pool. Some people do shoots there. I did a couple shoots over there.
Nice. Like they're in the water,
like they're in the water or like in front of it. Yeah,
or like the octopus.
Yeah, sure.
Squid.
Yeah.
Not my camera.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So again, I want to give a shout out to Sarichi, Mizzy, Suki. I forgot her handle. I don't know if I want to use their real names. I don't want to dox them. But it's like their it's their their
well,
names.
Just
that they go by.
just send us all the Instagrams.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jason will list them right here.
Yeah.
If y'all want to visit.
Yeah. And they were the ones that had like little booth setup and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny because every seriously, like every 5 minutes I would just hear slaps and stuff because like they have like board, like a lot of them had like boards set up,
Slapping cheeks.
like, and people.
That's what I was thinking.
No, like, well, I mean, there was this one because like they're offering like different things, like sit on you for like $10 or whatever, or I'll smack you on the ass with like a paddle or whatever. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Where they gonna sit?
I got $20.
Yeah.
They're gonna sit on your hand.
The funniest one that I
You should
saw
bring
was
this guy, dude.
maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next year.
Come out
Next
in
year.
handcuffs.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Like they have like set up and like people just go up and get that sort of thing. So I think the funniest one that I saw was because my other friend was like helping like as a handler for another friend at their booth. But the funniest one that I saw was someone actually paid like the $50 to get like kicked in the balls.
What?
I wish I got a video of it.
$50.
I think it was like 50 or like 30. I forget. But
Damn.
a lot of those are like absurd. I'm like, I wouldn't pay that to get that done. People are there for that sort of thing.
I guess a fetish.
Did you watch?
Well, because I heard it too. Because like
You heard the kick?
Well, no, it's not that I heard the kick. I heard people like I heard like no way, and I looked over, and then I saw her like. The girl that was off it, she wound up wound up,
damn.
and I saw that guy like standing, just like his legs were kind of like that, like spread like that, and then she just like kicked as hard as you can, and of course he like crumpled to the floor, but like he had a smile on his face, so
Jeez.
yeah, people pay for that,
That's wild.
Yeah, you don't kink shame. You can kink ask why, but you don't kink shame.
No, yeah. I mean, I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
me personally, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
It happened to me, but.
Yeah. If that's what you're into, if you're gonna pay for it, that's what they're there for.
So it's like, we should have our own nut kicking company. If you want your nuts kicked, $50.
I sent these guys. A photo of like I think it was like there was a shibari rope tying kind of mini workshop thing. I think their workshop was coming up, so they were kind of showing it in the lobby to get people interested to go to their like little workshop or whatever. If you don't know what shibari rope tying is, it's kind of like the Japanese art of like tying ropes in a way that's like sensual or whatever, and like it deals like with like role play and stuff like that too,
like bondage type stuff.
Kinda, sort of, yeah. I'm not too knowledgeable about that. That's like pretty much the extent of my knowledge of how that goes. But
is that where they hoist them in the air too?
You can, yeah, you can,
like a piñata.
Yeah,
kind of. Some people are into that.
Just hit them with a stick.
Yeah,
for $50.
Well, I did go to. They do have like a lot of like entertainment there as well too. Like they have like burlesque shows and stuff like that. One of them was I think it's from Snow Bunny Bar. Yeah, Snow Bunny Bar. They have a place up in like LA. I think it's called. And they did like their burlesque show. And at the end, they did a date auction or whatever, which was pretty insane because like I was just there kind of like for the vibes, again supporting homies and all that too. But when if you've ever been like in an auction kind of situation, and then people, and people starting to like get like bidding wars and stuff like that, and then when the bids kind of like stagnate, the people offering the bids like will like say other things to kind of get people to offer more kind of thing. Because again, like this was like a quote unquote like date for like 20 minutes or something like that.
Oh, damn.
They defined it as other
minutes.
things for 20 minutes. So these people like had actual money. Like the lowest people like offered was or got money for, I think was like $350, $400
for 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Where do you go for 20 minutes?
Dude,
in the hotel?
Dude, I don't know. Like that, they were the ones that kind of do it. The highest, guess what the highest was?
Like a G?
2,
3.
Well, you're saying a bunch of different numbers. Pick one.
5.
3,000.
No, it wasn't that high. It was like 1750.
Oh, okay.
1750. But it's still a lot.
That's a lot for 20 minutes?
Yeah, and I thought like
here we'll go to club.
That's what I was saying. But like, I don't know what they entailed with the date. They were kind of vague on that, but like I think it was just like I said, I was caught up in the vibes of the auction because then there was a couple of them like for like certain girls that would go up, there'd be like a bidding war between like these two dudes or whatever, and then the auctioneer.
Sorry, I was like so confused. Like
what?
Like so wait, you get a 20-minute date.
That's all I heard. There could have been more details and stuff like that, but I wasn't really paying attention.
Like,
just
is
'cause,
lunch
like,
provided?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, just check them on their IG, like Snow Bunny Bar or whatever. I think. Yeah,
So what is that bar like? What?
kind of like a hostess bar in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're like in bunny suits, and like I guess it's like a bar or whatever. I don't know.
So it's like a Hooters.
I don't know. Kind of like you'd have to check their IG. Like you can probably see it over there, and it's like Snow without the W. I'll send the link or whatever. I'll show you afterwards.
All right.
But again, I was just kind of there for the vibes because again, like,
Subscribe to the Patreon if you want to see it with us.
Pay for our dances. No, but it was like I said, like if you've never been like an auction kind of atmosphere, you get kind of caught up with it because you get these two people like are bidding
exciting,
or
right?
whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, do I like 1725, 1725, you know, like, and then they're all looking at each other too, and then the
Trying
girl
to egg
comes
each
out, it's
other
like,
on.
yeah.
They had one of those paddles like they put up.
Yeah.
Oh,
They handed out paddles for everyone who was interested in like bidding for the date auction afterward to do that. So like initially when they go, it's like, oh yeah, do I hear $100? And then like everyone goes up, and then it starts going down until it's like 2 or 3 guys, and then like, you know, it's kind of fun. Yeah.
And then the winner gets to use the paddle to slap him on the bum.
Oh, they did actually. They did. Yeah. After they won, you know.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
That's
kind of
crazy.
thing. But overall, it was a lot of fun, and then I got to see some friends that I don't usually, because they usually go on the convention circuit and like they work those kinds of things, so I don't get to see them as often. But again, what was it? I wanted to shout out Steffi and Zoo because they were helping out my friend Mizzy, and they were all giving me for not visiting them out in Vegas. So I was like, okay, I gotta make a trip to Vegas now.
Is that where like the bigger one is?
That's where they live.
Oh,
That's where they live. Yeah, because they used to live over like in LA and stuff, and then now they're over there. Like I haven't seen them. Like I literally just see them at this thing here, and they're like, "Well, you got to come out like over here," you know. So that sort of thing. We haven't seen someone in a while.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
yeah. Other than that, shooting, had fun of that, and then just last night went to the summer edition for game nights with Janice and Mike that they hosted, which was always fun.
Okay.
Yeah, always gotta balance the work, and because just seeing my friends and hang out just keeps me sane for a lot of things. Otherwise, if I'm not out shooting, I'm at home editing, and it's just kind of like back and forth. And as tired as I get sometimes I just have to remember it's like you have to force yourself to, as tired as you are, just go out and see friends because that's going to help you in the long run for all these things. Yeah.
Nice. Excited to see more of the pictures and.
I can't show a lot of those. I don't even like the one that I sent in the text. I don't even know if I could send that.
Not even.
You think I could send that?
Well, I mean, you don't really see. There's like.
You want me to blur some stuff out? Or?
Oh, I could probably blur some. I forgot to mention also too, like that's like one of the one thing that sets it out from other 18 up cons is that they have like a no top policy as well too.
Top policy.
So yeah, like when
Wait a minute.
Huh? What?
No top.
Yeah. Like there's like
you can't have a top.
No. Like there'd be girls like walking around topless here and there. So,
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Hold on.
So the policy
That's
is
the rule.
No. It's like it's
Suggested?
it's like you are able to.
Oh,
right?
okay.
to walk with no top.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Dang, at the hotel.
Yeah, like I said, that's why they had like the barriers
yeah.
up, so it's like
Everybody's
in that
titties are
area.
in.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, it's just
wild.
titties, man. It's just titties.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
It's not full frontal. That one they don't allow. It's just
Oh,
topless,
yeah.
Free the
just,
nipple, right? It's just boobs. Like that's it.
All right. Well, I think for me, I entered phase 2 of my treatment, and so this is chemo and radiation. So it's been a busy one. I got my fluoride trays created and my mold for my teeth, as you can see over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to post a picture of that.
Yeah.
I
Because
thought someone died. I was like, whose jawbones are those?
you're like, are these dinosaur teeth? You can see the indent where like they did my oral surgery. So there's like a molar missing from that mold
Oh, okay.
over there.
It's kind
But
of cool.
yeah, it's funny because they're like, do you want to keep it? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because
why not?
like they're going to just throw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's
they-
like the opposite of like, when you put your handprint. in
Yeah.
the
Oh
elementary
yeah, or
school.
your feet when
Yeah.
you're a baby,
Like your
right?
teeth.
They use that mold to build me it's basically like a mouth guard to put like these fluoride paste in there. And so I do that every night. And so the crazy part with radiation and chemo now, this phase 2, like I'm starting to gag because like all the toothpaste are like chemicals and
Oh, you
stuff.
become like super sensitive to it?
Yeah,
or?
super sensitive. I've thrown up 4 times my first
Oh.
week of chemo and radiation.
Yeah.
Like I have a bag that I just throw up in. I'm like, dude, this is horrible. and so I have like medication I got to take because it helps reduce it a bit,
but not get rid of it.
It doesn't. So like I have to take my time to like brush my teeth and kind of spit it out and not have it.
Let it like sit there.
Yeah.
Are there any like brands that are like more natural or like?
No, I mean, because they said, well, the toothpaste is. I have a prescribed toothpaste that they gave me specifically to protect my teeth. So it's like if I go anything else, then
it won't be protected.
Yeah,
he's gonna start losing his teeth.
Yeah. So like that's like the trade off. Like you want to keep your teeth or like go through like these side effects. Yeah. So it's horrible. But other than that, I had my G tube surgery.
What is that?
So it's like a feeding tube. I have it. It's crazy because I have it right under my. Right
G-tube,
under
right?
my,
G-tube.
I have it right under my chest, and and so it's like this feeding tube,
right?
That has like there's like 3 prongs on it.
It goes like is it beneath your rib cage, kind of like around that area, or
like well above, like so where my chest is, like above the abdomen, like the top of the.
Oh,
abdomen.
the top of like, okay.
And so it has like one for like medication, like to eat, and then I forgot what the other one is.
Poop. I don't know.
To flush it out. And stuff.
Yeah.
So I've used that in the first week because basically, when I go through my chemo and radiation, I have like suppressed appetite, like it's at the lowest, and I don't even feel like drinking water sometimes. Like I don't feel like taking anything in, and so they got to feed me. Or Nadine, she helps feed me through like this tube. She has to like twist in, and then we have like this formula that I take in.
So that goes to like different, just goes straight to your stomach?
It goes straight to my stomach.
Oh, that's crazy.
And the crazy part is sometimes there's like this like backup and it comes out of the G-tube too. So from my stomach, you can see like
acid,
like acid and stuff come out. So that's why I have to flush it every day.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
That's gnarly.
I know. Like it's funny because my mom's like, I want to see. I'm like, no, I don't want to show you.
Yeah.
No.
She's like, send me a picture. I'm like, I'm not sending out pictures because like I don't want it to go out to my like family and like because I know my mom's gonna do that and stuff.
Oh yeah. She wants to show off.
Share to Facebook.
Look at my son. He's eating through his stomach. Can you eat through your stomach? No.
But the crazy part of the surgery is because I remember when I went through oral surgery, they put me to sleep, and it was like, remember I told you like I was being pushed through the emergency or the surgery room, and then I fell asleep and then I woke up. It was just with an instant.
Oh yeah.
This one, I was awake and they basically prepped me this whole time, and I'm like, when is this medication gonna hit? Right?
Yeah.
They moved me onto like the other bed and everything. I didn't get that chance because I just fell asleep the first time. Mm-hmm. This time, it was like this feeling of like I can't open my eyes, but I could feel them like operating on me because I woke up basically like picture you not seeing anything at all, like it's just all black, but you can feel them puncture your stomach. So the pressure of putting all that in, I felt. And I was just like,
was there any pain or no?
Yeah, well, if like when they punctured it, yeah, there was like pain, but it was as painful as it should have been. But you can feel like it released like some pressure. Like, yeah.
That's
because you got to poke that hole in your stomach, you know, to get to your stomach. And on the back end, like there's this big balloon that keeps the tube there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was wondering how it stays in there.
Yeah,
it's basically like a tube that goes straight to your stomach, but in the middle it's a balloon.
Yeah,
so like you can just easily pull out.
Plug it out. Yeah.
I mean that'd be bad, of course.
Yeah,
so.
But that was crazy that I felt it because I was like, is the medicine like, or is it not working? Is it wearing off? I was like, oh shoot.
You're like,
I felt it for like a good like second or whatever. And then I think I went back to sleep, and then I woke up. I was back in the like in the recovery center.
I wonder if it's like your chemotherapy is kind of interfering of how you're absorbing, I guess, painkillers.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could be like the side effects and everything. Yeah. But the crazy part was, so I was like, when you're like in this, you know, when I'm just like laying in bed, I'm just observing people and stuff. Yeah. And so it's funny because the patient next to me, they said what they said out loud, or like what they were thinking out loud, and they were like, "Dude, there's some lazy nurses."
Oh,
like,
what?
You could tell that, like, you could tell people are faking just being what do you call it? And this is not all the nurses. Like, there's a lot of great nurses there, but there's some that are like, that guy's just walking back and forth, acting busy, and then he goes straight to his phone afterwards, right?
Yeah.
And then the same thing was with this nurse who was actually my nurse. Like, Nadine was kind of frustrated, like, and that's why Nadine doesn't share that she's a nurse going in there because she doesn't want to get like a different kind of treatment.
Yeah.
Right.
And so she kind of observed that too, but someone said that out loud about like the nurse that I had, and the nurse wanted to actually keep me there because I was one of the easier patients. I didn't complain. I was just there like, just recovering. Yeah. And so I was like, no, I think you should stay here for a bit. Just make sure like everything's okay. I said, I'm good. I'm ready to go home. And once I said that, like they had to like get me and prep me to go out. But she wanted to keep me there because I was one of the easier patients.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because when Nadine was on the bedside too, she would share like, like the type of patients that she would have. Not into detail, but like,
of course,
how much time you would have with them, or like, and so she pointed it out, like she just wants you there because you're an easy patient.
Yeah.
You don't need to be there.
Yeah.
But it can't come from her.
Yeah.
Like
and then like keep somebody else from that seat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's like if I step out, who are they gonna get next?
Yeah, it could be someone harder.
Yeah.
Or whatever like that.
So I'm the safer like option for like her shift, basically. Yeah. But other than that, like the rest of the nurses, like everyone else there was super helpful. They were kind, compassionate, all that stuff. So I appreciated that. But it was just like when the other patients started talking about it out loud, I was like, okay, it's not just me then, But outside of that, I started my radiation, and I started going to UCSD, and so as of lately,
not as a student,
not as a student, but the crazy part is like you can see people like there's like learning doctors and learning nurses. At UCSD, because it feels like it's still a campus, but they're treating patients, so a lot of people are like learning while they're working there. And so I've been going through radiation. I've sent some pictures like this it's like an MRI scan all over again, and except that I have like that cage on my face now. And so
like Hannibal Lecter kind of
basically like I'm in this, they strap me like from side to side, and there's just that opening here where I can't move at all. And it's funny because you can hear. I close my eyes for this. They don't give you like some kind of protective eyewear.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so I just close my eyes, but when I can hear the laser, like it's just like, right?
Man.
It feels like a printer kind of like go back and forth.
Okay.
But then you can also smell it, and so I Googled it because I was like, what is this smell? And like the options were like, it could be through hallucination.
Oh.
It could be actual skin melting or whatever the case is. And like all these other options.
So it's like you giving you a facial every time?
well, that's what I thought. Well, like I was like, when you did your thing in Korea, like I was like, maybe this is what art smelled, because it smelled like it was something was cooking.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so I've been going through radiation Monday to Friday. And now I'm at that point where, because my doctor
like somebody just heating up their lunch,
like their microwave, right? Or like a microwave.
Yeah,
I'm getting to the point where like my doctors warned me, like you're gonna lose like your what did you say? Salivary glands, like all the stuff that like all the savory taste is all gone now.
I thought you were talking about your salivary glands, but like
that too. Like it's just dry.
Oh, okay, but like your taste buds.
My taste buds, all the savory is gone, and now I can only taste my sweet stuff.
Oh, wow.
So I've been having like hollow, like dessert and stuff.
Because anything else just tastes like what?
Tastes like, so if it's spicy, like even pepper, it tastes like I'm eating metal.
What?
Oh, whoa.
It's like iron. You know when you're bleeding in your mouth?
Oh, you have that kind of metal taste in your mouth? Yeah.
So, and they warned me because I was like, oh, it's not there yet. Because my first week, I was like, my first week, I still had like all my taste buds, and then it started progressing, and I was like, dude, like all the stuff that I planned to eat when I first started, I had to like limit it, and now it's like I can't even have cooked sushi anymore because
cooked sushi.
Yeah, I mean things that aren't raw, right?
Okay,
yeah. I was like deep fried tempura rolls, like things like that where I could have.
I guess
I couldn't have that anymore, and so like when I lost all of the taste, I'm like, I get why people don't like sushi because of the texture. So imagine eating food based off texture instead of the taste.
Yeah.
And so that reminded me of, remember the scene from Hook?
The imaginary
Oh, and the
food.
imaginary food.
Where they're eating the imaginary food,
yeah.
and they're like, "You're doing it, Peter.
Yeah.
You're believing." And so, like, I'm going through the motion, like eating corn, and then I can't taste it.
Oh, that's wild.
You know? And so, like that, this whole time, I'm just like eating. I don't feel good about it. I just know I gotta like have something.
To eat, yeah.
Or Nadine's gonna. It's funny because she's like, if you don't eat, I'm gonna feed you the formula, and I'm like, I don't like the feeling of just being fed the formula.
Yeah.
And so I got to try to eat what I can. And now it's like, I got to eat more like things that are like smooth, like porridgey, maybe like arroz caldo.
Yeah.
But without like all the seasoning and everything, because now my mouth is dry, my throat hurts. So I think you can hear it a little bit right now. And so the top of my mouth has like these sores, and my tongue is like this leopard print.
Oh,
shoot.
it's like
Yeah.
spots.
Like there's spots on it.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because like the radiation is just killing, it's just drying me
Eating
out.
away.
Well, yeah, it's killing all the stuff that makes you, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, this is phase 2. It's gonna get, I guess it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I could possibly, if my doctor is correct, which he's been this whole way, I could possibly lose my sense of taste for up to a year. That's what I'm not looking. That's what I'm not looking forward to. But I think once I get my taste back, I'm going in.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna invite you guys to go Ace,
Let's
whatever,
go.
dude.
All right. I'll prep for the Ace sushi.
Yeah, like
Yeah, man.
or Ace Korean barbecue or
I
like
could do that,
something
yeah.
like crazy. It's funny because
So Ace hot pot, dude.
so someone asked, Ace Hot Pot. Someone asked me to. I forgot. I think it was maybe John D or someone that you guys know, but he was like, dude, when you come back, you got to go Ace Premium. I'm like,
You got to go hard, man. Yeah, you gotta go
Yeah.
hard. That's a celebration.
Yeah.
Get
Especially.
the cheese sticks.
You get those new, you get those new taste buds. You got to break them in, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to when I get all of that back, because it's been a battle. I feel like I'm just putting my body out there, and it's just like a punching bag each time.
Yeah.
It's my oral, like when I got my surgery. Now it's like my abdomen, and when I had my PICC line too, and so when I'm sleeping like this basically, because I can't roll over, I can't be on my side. And so it's just like I'm just like this. Like,
Wait, do you not normally sleep on your back?
I like to move around sometimes. Sometimes like on my side, if I have a pillow like in between my legs.
Yeah.
So like during the night, you twist around like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, like what's that one show with a girl? She's a clown and she does that cleanup time. She rotates.
I remember
You know what
that.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, something in the big comfy couch or something.
Something-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she does the clock thing with her legs.
Yeah, with her legs. Yeah. I'll show it to you afterwards.
She did like a flare.
Yeah, basically she's like breakdancing.
Yeah.
But I like to move around and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just like
poor
now
Nadine.
I'm just like, and when I get up, I have to use my elbow to kind of get up because there's that pressure right here.
Oh, you can't just like use your abdomen. To get
Yeah,
up,
I can't just do
You do like a sit up.
I have to do from
Yeah, you
the
have to
side.
like,
Yeah.
So everyone out there, just be thankful that you're able to do the things you do. All the little things that you take for
Oh,
granted,
yeah.
right? Just being able to get up, just being able to taste food.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot imagine not being able to taste food, because when you eat, right, like it's a whole experience, right?
Yeah.
And that's why, like, you know, a lot of
Sensory,
cultures,
yeah.
a lot of cultures give what was it? Put a lot of emphasis and like meaning to eating with like everyone, or you know, because it's a lot of things that go on, and not being able to taste, man, I cannot wrap my head around that.
It's like playing pretend. Like, let's have a tea party. That's,
Oh man.
Well, I mean, that's on top of like your feelings of decreased appetite, so you don't even feel like you want to eat. Like you're just
No.
going through the motions because you know you
Yeah.
have to.
yeah.
Like forcing yourself to eat is
Yeah.
wild.
And the crazy part is too, well, I knew this was gonna happen, but
It's different, like knowing and then actually doing it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
When I go into my appointments, they weigh me each time. And so I've lost 20 pounds.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, geez, dude. Like, and it's gonna get to the point where my appetite's gonna decrease even more, so I might lose more. I'm not trying to. That's the crazy
Yeah,
part,
yeah,
because I know I gotta get into these chemo sessions with like the best
A lot
health
of energy,
possible,
yeah.
and all the nutrients and everything.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow's my big day where I need to be ready, because I'm gonna sit in that chair again
Yeah.
for 7 hours. But I'm just like, it's hard, dude. It's like
Have you tried those those meal the meal replacements? Those like the shakes or whatever.
I have those. I have a bunch of those. I have 30 days worth.
Ensure.
Ensure. Yeah, Ensure. Yeah. Okay. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, if you can't taste anything anymore, and if texture's like a problem, liquid's not a problem.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. As texture wise.
So that's what it's probably going to go to since my mouth is starting to get sores.
Yeah.
I'm going to start moving it to that because I've been eating soup. Like egg drop soup has been helpful. Mm-hmm. I want to try chicken noodle soup. Like even if it's the canned ones,
small chunks.
Yeah.
Campbell's.
It might be a little hard because like those, the chicken chunks or whatever.
Yeah.
Does the heat like hurt?
Well, I can't eat hot. Like I wait till it cools down. Yeah, because
so like normal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I still can feel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's lost feeling, not
Taste.
Taste is what he's lost.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean that's it for me. I mean, quick shout outs. Shout out to everyone that's been giving me rides to my appointments. I can't drive myself because I mean at the when I get out of it, I'm kind of like
tired.
Right, yeah.
Out of it.
Like I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to everyone that's been giving me rides. That's been helpful. Shout out to in-laws. They brought the couch downstairs. I have like this recliner couch.
Nice.
Shout out to Reiko and my cousin Lyra for that thing above Brian's head. This little hexagon art.
You're gonna have to show the picture of that because
Yeah,
it's cool. It's got a big mustache.
it's a big mustache, and I was like, I wonder what the big mustache is. It's funny because my they know that I can't grow hair on top of my head, and so it's like wearing a wig, but for my
Face.
Yeah, for my face. So you know how how some cancer patients they wear wigs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have a big mustache. So I was like, okay, I put
No
it
worries.
together.
That's cool. That's appreciated.
But shout out to our homie Isaac.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's your favorite boba place?" I was like, "The boba," or I gave him some options.
Yeah.
And then I got a delivery instances, and
That's cool.
Nice.
me and Nadine got this milk tea boba.
Yeah. Congrats to them too. I think.
Oh, I think maybe you should share this.
I mentioned that. I'm not sure if their baby is born yet, but I remember seeing pictures of Jenna being like she's like full pregnant. I don't know if she's giving birth yet.
Did you do the shoot?
No,
Oh,
I didn't do that one. No.
Shout out to you guys. Congrats.
Yeah. Thanks for the support, Isaac.
Shout out to the Predis family for the M coffee and the visit. Like John surprised me too. He was like, we're swinging by M Coffee. You want anything? I was like, oh, damn. And then we talked out there for like a good minute, saw the kids.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen Noah in person since he was probably like 6 maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, he was my nephew's like, age, and he's like lengthier now. It was funny because I remember when we got sushi and that's where we saw them. He was kind of scared of it, just like, John was like, you want to go with Uncle?
Yeah.
And he was just scared, and they were kind of like more like outgoing, you know. Even their daughter, I was like, oh, whose Labubu is this, right? Yeah. And like, oh, we're both into it, and she was like, all like sharing her Labubu and everything. And shout out to the YMCA. So the YMCA threw a cancer survivor event.
Wow.
I wasn't able to go to it, but I know Justin Litford and my supervisor Ani, she shared like all the behind the scenes, and I got to share like my picture because I'm currently going through it, and she wrote like a little blurb about me. So thank you for the kind words. Yeah. And our CEO Todd, he battled cancer last year.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I didn't know until like he reached out and everything, but he shared his journey, and so it was cool to see. There was a pile, like a post-it that said like people wrote people's names like cancer survivor, and then it said in memory of. I was like, damn, dude. So there's a lot of people in the organization that battled cancer, but we've also lost a lot through cancer.
Man.
And I was like, damn, I didn't even know this was like a thing. But it's I forgot what the statistic was. It says, I think it was like 1 out of 2 will go through cancer like some point in their life.
1 out of 2.
It's high, but this is the thing that that people don't know, that when you die, a lot of the times in men, you die not knowing you have prostate cancer. It's a common thing.
Prostate cancer is the highest for amongst men. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because people don't want to get checked and stuff.
Yeah, and maybe that like you get to the point where you're like, I can't battle this anymore, or you don't want to.
Yeah.
So I mean, that made sense because someone told me too about like we don't know that we go through prostate cancer at an older age, and we just pass. and the coroner finds out like,
It was prostate cancer.
yeah.
So I got checked after when she turned 50, I think.
I heard they're lowering it.
Oh, they're lowering it now?
I think it's like 45
All right.
because they're starting to see like a trend in like,
Oh, really?
it's, like getting younger.
Yeah.
Loosen it up, fellas.
Bend over.
All right, Snapple Fact. Art, you want to read this?
Snapple Fact. On June 22nd, 1977, Disney's The Rescuers was released.
Good
I like
movie.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The animation went on to be Disney's first movie to get a sequel, The Rescuers Down Under.
Down
Oh,
under.
really?
Yeah.
But dude, I love
like both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Was it Bernard? Right?
Is Bernard the seagull?
No, he's a mouse.
Or he's the
right?
main guy?
He's the main mouse guy with like a red shirt and red kind of like news cap.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're gonna have a live action one. Some down.
I don't know about
Not soon.
I don't know about
No?
that one. No. I think because all the live actions have been focused on like the more
Recent.
hits that they've had. Because if you mention Rescuers Down Under, like not a lot of people know what that is.
Oh man.
Like if anything, the trend for their live action ones have been like their greatest hits. You know?
Oh, okay.
And this is like the classic, the golden era of like Disney movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because they already did Aladdin, they did Lion King, they just did Lilo and Stitch.
Dude, I'm surprised. I'm actually curious like how that one's gonna be because I watched
Lilo
the
and Stitch?
animation.
Tia Carrere's in there.
Huh?
Tia Carrere.
Oh, who's that?
Wayne's World.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the live action.
Yeah.
But like,
She's a
yeah.
social worker.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna
Yeah.
say because like there's a lot of like stuff in that cartoon. You know, with like the family dynamics and
Yeah.
stuff. I was like, yo, what? I totally forgot like it was like this.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
what makes the
dang.
cartoon so good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious. Especially now that Wayne's World is
Wayne's World.
the Wayne's World girl is the social worker.
Yeah. Well, I think she was original. She was like the
The voice.
voice
Probably.
actress for.
Whatever.
Would have to
The
look that
original.
up. Would have to look
Yeah.
that up. I'm not sure.
Speaking of Disney,
Right.
random fun.
All right, random fun. This or that Disney edition. This or that is a fun and simple conversation game where players choose between two options, this or that, and spark conversation or debate.
All right.
All right, first one. Eat only Ratatouille or Tiana's The Princess and the Frog beignets for the rest of your life.
Only that. Nothing.
Only
that.
that.
I'll probably go Ratatouille.
I
'cause
go Ratatouille.
I'm more of a
more
savory
fulfilling.
person.
Yeah. I can't handle sweet all the time.
I love me some beignets though.
Beignets
They
are
are
good.
good.
Yeah.
they're good, but not all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with you guys too then.
Yeah.
But
That's
I would.
up to you.
I
You
would
can choose
love-
your own. You don't have to follow the pack. You could be your own, dude.
I can't have sweets all the time. I'm gonna be diabetic if anything.
Oh, for sure. I'm already pre.
Damn. All
All right.
right.
Art?
All right. Be forced to sing like a Disney character when emotional or dance like one whenever angry.
So what is that like a Scar versus you know when Scar
When he's like
when the
walking
hyenas
like
and stuff
and he's
in
walking
his
like
cave?
this.
Yeah.
I'll like
Uh,
or like Jafar.
I'll sing when I'm emotional.
Yeah.
I do that already. So
Oh, do you?
Really?
Like what song? What's your go-to song?
I just do karaoke. You know.
Oh,
Whatever.
Do
Yeah.
you sing like in the mood that, or like like you make your own words, like your own lyrics?
Depends. Sometimes.
Like
But then
I'm in the shower. You know what I mean? Like
sometimes, yeah.
What?
Sometimes, yeah.
tie my shoe.
Yeah. Sing while you do
Like
things.
narrate your-
narrate, but like in sing song. Yeah, sometimes I do that. I don't do it like when the other people's around, but if I'm by myself, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about you, Art?
Dance whenever angry.
Imagine like you got angry at somebody and then you started dancing. Like, I'm so angry, and you start dancing. And you're like, "What is this dance?"
And like that.
It used to be my dream.
I think I would probably like to sing.
Dang.
You know, keep that stereotype alive.
Filipinos can sing. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
I'd probably do the same. And I'm thinking Hercules. Like Zero to
Zero to
Hero.
Hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta hit the high notes. If I'm able to do that, I'll hit the high notes.
Okay.
Right?
Would you rather be turned into a teacup like Chip from Beauty and the Beast, or into a llama like Cusco from Emperor's got his groove back.
Damn, you know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I watched that movie like
Emperor's New
once.
Groove.
I like that. Emperor's New Groove is good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They had a part 2?
Well, unofficial, like, because it's like
Oh,
the
like
straight
straight
to
to
ones.
DVDs.
Yeah, the
Okay.
straight to video sequels. Yeah,
Straight
and
to
they,
the bargain.
and they had
bin.
they had the TV show. The TV show.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. Okay.
Yeah, so it must have been good to have all that stuff.
A teacup like Chip,
Like Saturday morning cartoons kind of.
or be a llama like who's?
So what you're saying?
I'm gonna go with llama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're more free to do stuff.
Well, I mean, like Chip was a teacup. He could still move around.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm like, if you want to be like a rope for some kind of, what is that called?
What are you talking about?
That what they were demoing at the thing?
Oh.
At the shibari rope.
Shibari rope. If you want to be a shibari rope,
Because they make it out of the hair, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Okay.
You
Okay,
get-
but
you
what
get-
does that have to do with this?
because you get tied up.
Okay. All right, we know what Art's into now. So yeah.
I think I'd be a llama just because of the. I mean, you're a little teacup. Like, how far can you
Short
really
and
go?
stout.
Right?
You
Is that what
gonna be a teacup? You gonna be
Little
a teacup?
sassy teacup.
You gonna be a teacup? Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know, but you know what's fun though? It's like when they like don't turn the light, like when they become inanimate objects again. You
is
know
that
when they try to hide and they're like,
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, like someone was just like cleaning you and then they just broke you in the sink?
oh, that would suck.
Now they're cleaning you and you let out a moan.
That's how I would just be like the rope, just tie me up
No, but you're a
around the
teacup.
thighs,
You're a teacup, man.
like a teacup, but you could be any other object.
Like Chip.
No, a teacup like Chip, like
Like
saying,
you have to be.
you have to be a teacup.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you could be like,
No, not any inanimate object. That's why I was confused why you brought up the shibari rope.
because it's like shit.
I think he's already, like, his mind is just.
Yeah, he's you're
like
focused on it.
if I was.
I'll
to be
bring you next
yeah.
time, okay? Jesus.
He doesn't even know we're on Random Fun right now.
Yeah. No, you're literally a teacup.
Man, this is a hard one for you.
Do you want to be a llama or a teacup?
Well, because I'm like thinking about like, you get the hot tea poured inside you and stuff.
Damn.
It'll be hot, comfortable. I'll be a llama.
After all that. All right. Okay. Next one.
All right. Babysit the Incredibles Jack. So that's the baby, right?
Yeah.
Or Stitch for the weekend. Ooh.
Stitch.
Oh, they are.
Oh,
they're both.
Can you do
really
a Stitch
bad.
voice? Anyone?
No.
Oh, you guys are
Family. That's what you do every time I focus the camera on you. Probably, I'll go with Stitch.
Oh, wow.
I would too, because it's something different. Jack is like a baby is gonna turn on fire and stuff.
Oh, that's
but, like,
right.
He's got different superpowers. Like you don't know what you're gonna get. But Stitch, he's a little alien. He's gonna make a mess and all
and
that.
I think he
but-
got like domesticated.
I don't know, man. Well, yeah, he's
Right,
a little
a
more.
little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, and babies are unpredictable, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think due to Jack's like superpower, I don't know if I can.
Can you handle a
that.
baby with superpowers? That's at random.
Yeah, and I think Stitch, you just got to be ready for like an adventure. You're not going to be at home. You're going to be out somewhere.
Yeah, he's gonna be out, and you have to catch him and all that.
Yeah,
Y'all say Stitch too?
they're both a handful, but I'll take Stitch over Jack.
It's too random.
Yeah.
Unless probably I get like Edna or something, because Edna was able to handle him.
Oh, I don't think I watched that one.
What? You don't remember Incredibles?
No, I do, but like, was there 3 of them?
What are you talking? Yeah, but Edna, she's the short. She's the one that
I know Edna,
Yeah,
but I don't remember her taking care of him.
When they went off to the island and stuff, they left Jack behind
Oh, really?
with her.
Oh wait, with the glasses. The girl
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
glasses?
The glasses and the hat. It's like no capes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's who Edna is.
Yeah, but you're good at names. I forget their names.
I know Edna. I was like,
You don't remember what happened, huh?
Yeah, I don't remember what happened.
Yeah.
I just remember there was like a silver-haired girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's a bad guy though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a spy.
Yeah. She was like a double.
Double agent.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Last one is: would you rather marry into the Agrabah royal family or the Atlantica's mermaid monarchy?
Mermaid for sure. What?
I mean, no. I mean,
Reverse mermaid.
you guys are never gonna let that go. After I
Regular.
introduce to that.
Regular.
They're regular.
Wait, but yeah, you'd have to live in the ocean though.
Yeah, that's cool.
They turn into a mermaid,
Yeah.
right?
You don't know how to swim.
I will learn.
Wait, do you not know how to swim?
I like a little bit.
So yes or no?
This is always gonna be an ongoing bit until
Yeah.
Art learns how to swim.
No, I know how to swim, just not really well.
So
So like
no?
I could swim like I could snorkel,
Okay. Yeah.
but I can't like dive and snorkel.
Oh.
Like I'll just stay on the because you're floating.
Oh.
wait, so how when you snorkel, how deep does that have to be then?
I mean I've snorkeled in like the deep sea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's scary. It's dark.
Oh, dang.
Like all you see is like dark ocean.
Okay.
I didn't even know I agreed to that. It was like I was like in Thailand when we just went on like a boat tour. They're like, oh, we're like snorkeling all these different
Yeah.
places, and then we freaking went in the middle of the ocean. They're like
Deep sea
jump,
snorkeling.
That's crazy.
and I was like, for real? And I was like, well, I'm not gonna not do it.
You're here already. Yeah.
So I did it, and then I like swam around for a little bit, and then I went back. Like,
okay,
I'm good
So you can swim then.
in the ocean because it's like you're more buoyant.
Oh, and you can. I mean, you can
in
float.
the pool.
It's
In the
different.
pool, it's
Yeah.
a little bit
Because of
more
chemicals
difficult
and
for me.
everything. Okay.
But so you don't have a thalassophobia then, huh?
Was that?
Fear of the deep ocean.
Oh, I
You know?
think I do because I was actually like pretty scared. And shout out to Jaws' 50th anniversary.
Not
Today?
sponsored. Not sponsored.
Like this month, this year.
Okay.
This year, yeah. Wait, what anniversary?
50th.
Jaws.
No way. 50 years?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, since the
Oh, 1970.
yeah, because the wild
72.
Yeah.
the wild
72,
animal
yeah.
park
Yeah,
they
yeah.
opened up at the same time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wasn't one of them at SeaWorld? One of the,
Something like that.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
like the last one? But
Something
they're
like
showing
that.
all of them on Peacock, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys have Peacock.
sponsored.
Watch them.
dang.
Yeah, but if you want Peacock,
Yeah.
subscribe with this code. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Could you imagine?
Okay, so you pick Atlantic.
Atlantic
Atlantic.
is- that'd be cool.
Monarchy.
As long as you can, like, be part of their world and stuff sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
You can go
and
on.
like walk.
Oh. So
What?
yours is with a caveat that you can go back onto land and back and forth.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Okay.
I'm thinking about it. Like, what would you eat down there?
Fish.
Sushi, man. Sushi every day.
They never show them eating, huh?
Seaweed salad.
Not really. Because fish are friends too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what they eat now.
Probably still fish.
I think for that purpose, I would choose to live in the royal family. Agrabah.
Family.
That's good.
Yeah, I think I would like the.
Like Mediterranean food.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, I'd probably go Agrabah. I mean, because Jasmine, dude.
All right.
You're marrying into the royal family.
Yeah. And you're in these big, what are they called?
Palaces.
Palaces.
What are they called?
Yeah,
But
what
you
are they called?
know the earth is 70% water. So that's a bigger
But what are you
palace.
eating at the end of the day?
Whatever I want in the ocean.
All right.
All right, Q&As. Let's answer some Q&As from the community. These are submitted through our stories, and we answer questions here.
I can read the last one.
All right. This question comes from, was that Atisa?
At Isaac Martinez. Sorry. Isaac.
you're right.
Can you see it
So
now?
you can read it, Brian.
No, I can't read the whole thing. I can read part of it.
All right, this is from Isaac Martinez.
Atisa.
Tell Isaac to change it.
No, don't change it. Don't change it. Isaac. Funny though.
What are your thoughts on impact of remote work on productivity and work-life balance?
Great. From what I hear from most people that do it.
I think so. I mean, I have no problem with it. I actually like hybrid
Yeah.
because I feel like there are some things that are better in person,
Yeah.
but a lot of that stuff you could do at home. You know,
Yeah.
I think it depends on the work. It really depends
Oh, yeah.
on
it
what
does.
you do for
Yeah,
work,
that's true.
right?
That's true. It depends.
Like, are you really needed to be there? I think one of the things for me, like, I like to be in person because, like, when you're meeting with folks or when you're doing like
Yeah.
one-on-ones and you're like passionate about what you do,
Yeah.
you can feel it more like
In person, of course.
in person. It really depends, though, right?
Yeah.
So I think the hybrid model where like you gotta know what you're going in for.
Yeah.
But if it's like admin work that you could do at home,
Yeah.
then maybe that's a different story.
I think it was like an admin based.
Yeah.
I think it really just kind of boils down to the type of work, like you mentioned, but also the type of person you are. Because,
Yeah.
there are people that aren't like you that would rather prefer that if they can do it from home,
Yeah.
they can,
Yeah. And there's some people like are like less motivated at work or at home.
Yeah.
Because they don't have like the social interactions.
Yeah, yeah. Or like, because it's one of those things like, because I think during the pandemic and stuff like that, like people would say, like if you're working from home, it helped to have a place where you dedicated just for work.
Yeah.
And then that way you don't confuse your surroundings of rest and
Yeah.
work in the same space.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I had a hard time when we're going through the pandemic because I was at my parents' house still,
Yeah.
and we moved back like during the pandemic,
Yeah.
and I was working out of my room where I had a
that's
makeshift
what's tough.
table,
Yeah.
and it was like, all right, my chair is basically my bed, and I'm just sitting like
Yeah.
on the table and everything, and then when I try to get away, I gotta move the table and watch TV
Yeah.
Right.
where I'm working the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just stuck in the same room and there's no change in environment. That could
Yeah.
drive a person crazy.
Yeah.
So
So I did have to change that up. When we first started, I like moved into the living room.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that where you're at right now?
No, not right now. So now it's like
during when it was
during when
happening.
I
Oh,
first
got it.
started, because I was living in a different place. So yeah, I had to do that, and then one of the big things was like, what I would do too is like I would pack my laptop
Yeah.
away, like I would if I were like leaving
Yeah.
the office,
Don't leave it out.
and I just don't leave it out.
Yeah, because you need that separation over there.
Yeah,
Because in terms of like productivity and work life balance, it depends who you are. But
Yeah.
like I feel like if you can balance it out properly, it can be really beneficial. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times like your work, you can just do it.
yeah,
Whether you're in an office or at home,
Yeah.
and then like if you're at home, like you can get other things done while
Yeah.
you do that, right?
Sometimes you can like work a lot faster too, because not everybody's like stopping
Bothering
you
you.
or like
Yeah.
Yeah.
no side comments or whatever. And
Yep.
then you can do the stuff you need to do,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
pick up prescriptions or
Yeah.
do laundry.
I think for you, Brian, like the good thing is you get to travel for your work, right? I'm
Yeah.
talking about the photography side.
Oh yeah.
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 And then when you do come back, you're editing, but then you set the tone with like music and all that
Yeah,
other
yeah.
stuff.
That's basically how it works, and that's why I love what I do, because like with photography, like I'm able to go to like different places and stuff,
Yeah.
so that the work part is like always different. And even though I'm editing at home, like I can do it at my own pace, or like I know how long it's gonna take,
Yeah.
and I can just basically do it. So I think it really just all boils down into being able to have the freedom whenever possible.
Yeah.
Because I know it's hard for like a lot of jobs, because like people want things done by certain times and things like that. But
And I think for me, like the hybrid part is because I love being like social and not having a coworker besides like my wife Nadine, right?
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things I feel like is my strength in this work. And then when it's just like on a computer screen, I'm just like less motivated to talk to that person.
Yeah.
Right.
Because also too, it's like you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know what they're doing right now. But if if you're in the office, you're like, oh, they're sitting right there, not doing anything. I'm just gonna go talk to them right now, just to get to, you know what I mean?
yeah.
If they're not doing anything in the
Yeah.
office, you might as well be not doing anything at home.
Yeah. Seriously.
You go home.
Yeah.
Next one from Islander AC. Oh yeah, that's right. This was from Alan, Islander AC.
Yeah.
What toppings do you put on your pizza? What's the best pizza place in SD? Ooh, best.
Ooh.
Besides best pizza?
Best pizza.
Best pizza is
dude.
not best pizza.
It's the best pizza after $9.
Yeah, were you getting it for
Oh.
a dollar?
Or like $9.45 when you get for like $1.50. Shoot.
Toppings I put on pizza. I usually put everything. Like I like the combo style
Oh, you like
pizza.
Supreme?
It's Supreme, yeah.
Okay.
Where you get the olives and then the bell peppers and the
That's
meats
my
and
favorite
all that.
Costco pizza.
Yeah, that's my. But like
Is
other
it?
places, yeah.
Costco pizza?
I mean, that's like a usual.
Oh, they don't do that
go-to.
anymore.
Yeah, they don't do the combo pizza anymore. Yeah.
Oh.
Right, they only do pepperoni and cheese.
Yeah, only basic pepperoni and cheese. But if I have the option, I'll put like everything on there. I like all that.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I'm not really picky. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying Costco's your best pizza? It's SC?
no, I don't
Like
know.
if you were to give a rec to like your family, like Brian, what's the best place in SD?
I don't know about best because I don't eat pizza that often, but I do like Mr. Moto's.
That's good.
Yeah,
yeah.
Mr. Moto's pretty good.
Mr. Moto's
Mr. Moto's
is
good.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
They have some good variety as well
Yeah,
too.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Art?
Yeah, I think like the go-to is like pepperoni and jalapeno.
Oh, the other one I like too over at OG's or not OG's, not
Augie's?
Augie. Is it Augie's?
I don't know.
I used to
yeah.
call it OG's.
I always call it
I think
OG's,
it's
yeah.
OG's. Like,
The sports bar.
Yeah, the sports bar because
Yeah.
they have like some pretty good ones. I like the Wimbledon. Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah, it's like
What's
I forget what was on it, but they also have like the buffalo chicken one. Pizza.
Buffalo chicken.
Yeah, the buffalo chicken has like the barbecue sauce and like buffalo chicken on it. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If I can only buy like 2 toppings, because that's what the coupon says, it's gonna be pepperoni and jalapeno,
Pepperoni and jalapeno. Okay, I gotta try that. I don't think I've tried it like that.
and it's probably gonna be from either Domino's or Papa John's.
Damn. Oh, dude, I miss Papa John's.
Dude, they got that like new cheese crust.
They
Or
closed a bunch of the stores though.
I don't.
Yeah, the last one that's left, I think, is the one in Sabre Springs
Oh, really?
There's one in RB.
in RB.
Nesco.
Yeah, I mean like the ones around here because there was that one over there.
Oh, there was one.
Yeah, there was one over there. The one in Mesa, that one closed. It's now a fish place? Question mark.
Yeah. Seafood.
It's seafood. Yeah,
Seafood. Yeah. Seafood Mexican.
yeah, seafood Mexican.
Yeah.
Riscos.
You know what I like from Papa John's? I like their crust. It's kind of fluffy, right?
Yeah.
And just dipping in that
That
sauce.
garlic sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
That garlic butter.
But
I don't think that's the best pizza though. In SD.
So what's your best then?
Shit. I don't know. Well, like Mr. Motors, I agreed with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is pretty good. Can't
I
go
mean,
wrong
there's
with
like
that.
Bronx pizza.
Ooh, Bronx is pretty good.
Yeah.
I had some not recently, but like 3 weeks ago.
Like it's just it's just tough because like usually when I break pizzas, it's usually like some sort of potluck or whatever, and like you just go to Costco's because like you get a lot of pizza for the price you pay.
Oh yeah.
Some high and ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toppings. Ooh, you know what's crazy? I think when I get my taste buds back, I want to try anchovies.
Okay.
I've had. I mean, not try. Like I've had anchovies in the past.
Okay.
But like that's one of the things that like I'm kind of craving.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
weird. I don't know why.
It's gonna be like super salty.
Are you expecting
Yeah.
Jason?
Yeah.
No. But I would add anchovies with like spinach, spinach and maybe some type of meat.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I like that. I like the saltiness. But I would get it from.
Just that salt. Huh?
Yeah, I would get it from Isola.
I don't think I've been there, so I don't know. I can't help you.
They have the
Wood-fired pizza.
fire pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
love those kind of pizzas.
Yeah, those are actually pretty good.
Like with arugula salad on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Right.
All right. So, from pizza toppings to a very serious topic from Nimitz Bagdas.
Poe's brother.
Yeah. Are your parents happy with how you've turned out? We're always seeking for their approval, he says.
Oh man.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, like they don't say it, but it's one of those things where they kind of show it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think my mom's cool with how I've turned out. I never really got to figure out how my dad thought, though.
Damn, dude.
No, but
you never had a
no,
conversation with him?
you know what? Like, it's
He was
'cause
like, "What's
it was,
that?" right?
Yeah,
Like,
it was one of those things, right? But it was funny because it's not funny, but it was just one of those things.
Why would you say that?
That's his default, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inappropriate humor.
Yeah. That's how he deals with things.
No, it was like because I was like always one of those things where it was like, damn man, like because they're always the ones that like put it on you the most.
Yeah.
Right. So you never really get that approval.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, all right, cool, congratulations, do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
remember
I
those.
guess.
Yeah. Like when I got a citizenship award.
yeah.
And my dad's like,
What's that for? Like,
he's like, I took work off for this.
yeah, he's like, you're already a citizen. Like,
Yeah.
why do you need an award for
I'm
that?
having flashbacks, dude. Elementary.
Took off work.
He said that, dude.
Damn. Wait, how old were you when you did that?
This is elementary, dude.
yeah, dude, when
Like
they did,
maybe
like-
3rd grade.
Oh my God.
You said I took off work for this to like an 8-year-old?
Because he was expecting like a good award. I didn't even know what the award I was getting because they don't tell you.
They don't
that.
tell you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get an award, okay? Citizenship. For perfect attendance, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, good attendance.
Yeah.
I just can't that he said that to a child. I know, but dads be dadding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
No, but it's like always like, well, like to continue on with that, it's like I didn't hear it from him, but I heard it from like my uncles. They were like, "Oh yeah, your dad used to always like talk to you about or talk about you in
Yeah.
this way."
Oh, that's
I
cool.
was like, "Damn, man!" Like,
could have told me. Yeah.
You know?
That's the crazy part because now that you share that, I remember having a conversation with like my aunts about that. Like my dad always tell like talks about me in that light. And this is probably like in the last couple years.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, this whole time I didn't know he was like talking to you about this.
Yeah.
I think maybe one thing is maybe he is proud, or maybe he just wants to be like, oh, my son accomplished this. You know, like that was the mindset. But I'm just like, you don't know, but I feel like deep down it's hard for them to express it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and so they don't share that. Like, I think for me, I've shared this story before. I remember getting a leadership position at the Y, and I gave my dad my business card for the first time that showed my title, and then he cried.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, dude, I didn't know like this would make like I've never seen you cry like this, and this kind of choked you up. But that was like the moment where I was like, because I remember before, like when I was at the Y for 4 years and I was just a case manager. I remember one time my dad made a comment about like, how are you going to make money off of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to survive and all this stuff? And then when I showed him that business card, that changed everything. Like he was like, he actually put like some respect with the work that I do, and I was like, wow, dude.
Pretty sad that it took it that to make him respect the work you do. You know,
I'm surprised with just my relationship with my dad. Like it's changed through, you know, and I think you guys seen it through these last few years. Like even me being in this treatment and everything. Like my dad's starting to open up more.
Yeah.
So
yeah, men will really do a podcast and seek therapy.
Yeah. All right, last call. Thank you. Shout outs. Anything you want to plug? Upcoming events and pod encounters from friends and family.
I would just like to thank my friends and family. It's always nice to like catch up with everybody. It's always nice to hear that like, you know, people like check in like through this podcast and things like that and like listen to it. Yeah, I mean, you know, 43 episodes still going. So appreciate the support.
43.
Appreciate spreading the word. I know my family has been doing that a lot. Shout out to my sister who talked about it with her friends and stuff, and like some of her friends watch it. And it's funny because like growing up, I was always a shy kid.
Yeah.
So I didn't really talk to my sister's friends. So then,
and now they're blowing up your DMs.
No. It's just like they're just like, damn. Like I didn't know your brother could talk that much.
Yeah.
You know, like they've never heard me talk that much.
Especially the things that you say.
Yeah, you know.
And then,
I'm an adult.
I'm a grown man. Saying grown man things.
You don't say that.
I'm not that little kid anymore.
I'm all grown up now. What's up?
Are they like, your brother's kind of cute?
Oh my god, that's awkward.
It's only awkward if you let it be.
Yeah.
I'm an awkward kind of guy, so
I said most of my shout outs already, but just again to everyone who I photographed this season. It's always always fun catching up with people that I photograph, especially repeats that come back to me for work and all that. Again, want to shout out to all the homies at Hentai Matsuri, Richie, Brian, and the VTuber Research Club, Mizzy, Zoo, and Steffi for coming from all the way from Vegas to do the con, but also give me for not visiting them in Vegas. Surichi, Dom, Lena, Ed, and Chris for having the booth and set up and letting me come to the con and help out as well. And Mark and Rita, like, I will do your wedding. Just promise me I won't go into the red. We'll work out the details on that. Because I saw them over there. They're longtime friends, and then they're planning to get married, I think soon-ish. But they have like issues, like each side of their family are like in different places. One of them in San Diego, and one was like Arizona.
Yeah,
and then neither don't really want to travel.
Oh, wow.
So they're planning to like have a wedding in Vegas, and like whoever wants to come.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'll be there.
I'll show up.
But yeah, and again to all the friends in general. Yeah, thanks for being in my life.
Nice. This is ongoing shout outs. Nadine, of course, at the top. Shout out to her because she just turned yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Nice.
So,
Are you gonna bleep that out?
Yeah, I probably will, right?
Nadine's are
But thank you.
Just redub it. 21.
Nadine's are 21.
It'll be Art's thing. 32.
Yeah.
No, but shout out to you because
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You've been a great support.
Yeah, she fed you through your stomach.
Oh, I know. I don't know anyone I would want more to feed me through my stomach than her.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, not us.
No, that'd be weird.
It's not
Only
weird
if
if you
it's
let
honey.
me. Go on.
For a price. Shout out to my supervisor, YMCA fam, friends and family, prayer groups, everyone that's just been making this, I guess, treatment journey a little bit easier. I've had like memorable moments these last 4 months. For you guys, just going through this whole process and just hearing me talk about like my treatment. Like I didn't know I'd share like, this
All the
into
details.
details, and it's been like the last 3 episodes, not 3, maybe last 3 episodes if anything. We'll see what the next few weeks looks like because my mouth is starting to dry up, and I don't even know if I can even talk like this
For this long. Yeah.
For this long. I think you guys heard me like clear my throat a couple of times.
Yeah.
But we'll see where it takes us because I do enjoy this. This is like one of my I guess passions and hobbies since we've started. And I do want to get like, friends and families in here. I'm excited to just share people's stories and hear all that stuff. Like Carl D.
Carl D was fun.
Yeah.
I'd like to have him back.
His episode, he's gonna be a good co-host, dude.
Yeah.
His episode, I was able to use a lot of like zoom up edits.
Zoom up edits?
I mean, not zoom up edits, but like I did like a lot of zoom ins.
A little punch.
Yeah, little punch things.
Yeah.
Where it like zoomed in, and then I zoomed in even closer because he was like so animated in in his episode. So I'm excited for people to watch how animated he was, and for him to see all that stuff. Yeah. Because that was a good episode to just. I think I listened to it like 5 times already, to be honest.
Yeah. Next time he's on, I'm gonna bring all my Pokemon cards from back.
Oh, you have Pokemon cards still?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah, we'll do some more.
Yeah. I mean, there's other things I
unboxing.
want to ask him too. So
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do a follow up too then.
Yeah.
But do us one last favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It does help us out. Road to 500 subs.
Hey, and shout out to everybody that's buying the merch.
Yes, appreciate that.
Yeah.
I need to see people in. I've seen one person in the wild wear it. And,
Oh,
wow.
and I drove by by him and I was like, what the?
What?
Yeah, so
Over here in this area.
in Mira Mesa.
Did you know them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I know them through mutual friends. But
Okay. I thought it was like a rando.
No.
Okay.
But people have been buying the merch. It's just I love seeing them like in public.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send us a picture of you and your merch if you just had it.
Yeah. Hashtag the Brewing Podcast.
We'll figure out like a merch
Right,
thing
tag.
or whatever, a tag or something.
Or just DM it to the podcast.
Yeah, we'll share that.
We'd love to feature you.
And we
Yeah.
got some new stuff coming in the fall.
Yeah. Oh.
Excited about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm brewpac.shakur.
This is Art.
And this is Brian.
Peace.